Where'd you go? Oh. No, we killed it. Okay. We got a brittle bone. Is that it? Let me check its entry, actually. Golden Pickard. An extremely... Gold 10,000? Holy hell. So did I get 10,000 from it just now? An extremely rare shining Pickard, not often seen, and drops a large amount of gold if defeated. It has a lot of strength, but it didn't attack me or anything. Not to mention that actually it has a lot of experience points. Alright, so can I farm this idiot for gold? I don't know if it's actually worth it though. Like, is it time efficient? I really don't know. I honestly don't know. Is this the area that I couldn't access before? Maybe it's somewhere here. Maybe it's not. I don't think it's in this forest. I don't think it's in this forest. Might be remembering things wrong, but I'm gonna go with my gut feeling and say that it's actually not in that forest, because I think it's probably in this forest. Somewhere in this forest. Nice try. Nice try, Fatso. Here. What the? Golden Pickard here? I don't see it. I heard a Pickard sound. Yeah? I just heard it again. Ah, that's it. What did this have here? Can I make it stuck here? Ah. Yeah! Ah, he managed to get away. We're just good. Oh! He got some! Oh! Motherfucker think he's smart, huh? This motherfucker think he's smart! This motherfucker is smart! He's smart! Did he actually run away? Oh, don't tell me he's gonna actually... No, I think he's gonna... can I actually corner him? Son of a bitch, he's smart. That didn't hit him? Yeah! He kinda did drop 10,000. Is this really time efficient though? Well, probably, especially if I pick up the gold axe. If I equip the gold axe, I think it's gonna be beneficial. I don't know. It's a little bit annoying though. Maybe he's maybe if I can like freeze, it doesn't do anything to him. Maybe what's the other burn? I don't think this will do. Maybe I can paralyze him. Maybe paralysis will work on him. So we were asking, haven't I say, what the hell are you doing? Why aren't you continuing your adventure? The reason is that I'm trying to see if there is an opening, or there are like an area that was blocked by these stones that I can open it with the new newly obtained Beast King claw. But apparently, that's it. Apparently, that's it. And I cannot go there, right? It doesn't look like I can go there. Holy hell! I've already covered 80%. That means that the last area is gonna be here. I have this whole area fully explored, well, except for this area, which I'm gonna have. I'm gonna try after every boss I defeat, or probably after every maybe. I'm gonna try once I hit everyone to bring everyone to level 40, and then I'm gonna try and beat the boss. If I can't, I'm gonna start trying after every maybe 5 levels and see if I can actually do that. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and continue our adventure. And by continue our adventure, I mean continue exploring the Ashen Forest. Let me double check again the map. Damn, I like the soundtrack. So I think I should start going here. I don't want to go there. So here, I don't want to go there immediately. I'm gonna continue going there later. Uh-huh. Uh... I didn't go all the way to the west, that's for sure. Only there is an item, an accessory that allows me to resist every status element in the world. Is there anything special here? Oh, you can actually cross from up there. Is this annoying, viewers? Do you find this extremely annoying? Instead of me dashing around. What? The presence of beasts can no longer be felt in the surrounding area. The air is still and tranquil. We're gonna be able to camp here. I don't think the game will allow me to venture through. There appears to be a spirit tree sapling in this area. We should set up a tent and rest. Is this where we really need to go? I don't think so. Well, let's go ahead and set up a tent. Anyways. We'll get a new memory for Adol, of course. It is weird that they actually have these things, like, as, some sort of a tool to give you, you know, memory fragments, even though they already have a way for you to do that. Oh, maybe these ones are the ones that are actually, you know, are the main memories that you need to gain, and the other ones are gonna be, you know, are gonna be non-essential, are gonna be smaller memories that doesn't really affect the game and the game story. Well, I guess probably is. So these are things you absolutely cannot miss them. Okay, enveloped in the clear air of the forest and the fragrance of the spirit tree, Adol felt his body drift into a deep, relaxing slumber. One of the memories sealed in the back of Adol's mind was restored. Damn devil gen? I invited you here to impart knowledge upon you, Adol Christin. Oh. However, as I look at you, I can't help but feel some doubt as to whether or not such action can be justified. Or rather, I suppose you could say, I've been having these doubts for some time now. Perhaps since before I even came to this land. What kind of knowledge? Ever the curious one. I have decided upon a specific piece of knowledge I intend to give you, but... Should I or shouldn't I? For a long time now, I watched over this world and granted wisdom to its people, maintaining harmony and balance. I've always seen this as my calling, and dutifully performed these actions time and again without question. I suppose the windmills of Highland would be an appropriate simile for my present state of mind. What was the knowledge? Maybe there was the knowledge to read the Akashic records. Good morning, Adol. We're almost at Ilduke now. Has this area always looked like this? It barely feels like a forest at all. It actually kind of creepy. Yeah, I don't think you guys can hear. Well, that's noise cancellation is actually working. There's an airplane flying above me. I live in a town where you know, where it have like I live close to some sort of a military, an air defense military here. You know, it can be sometimes active. So, but I don't think you guys can actually hear it because I'm noticing the readings, or what you call it, when the plane flew, and I can hear it. Was loud for me, but thanks to the noise cancellation, you guys didn't hear any. It actually kind of creepy. Noise cancellation technology? Come on. Kalilica. Supposedly, all these spores started appearing around the time the kingdom fell. Not that there's any point in talking about the history of the place right now. Why do you think that? Come on, we're almost there. Let's pick up the pace. Memory fragments in the surrounding area are now visible on the map. Only 3 of them appeared. Only 3 of them appeared. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. I don't think this is the path to... whatchamacallit? To Ilduke. Force the spurs. Okay. New area. What the hell are these things? Okay, oh, Ozma can deal with them. Guess I'm gonna have to deal with them for now. Scorpions too? What's with the heat? Like, the surrounding area changed. These guys are creepy as hell. Holy hell. Damaged lumber. These guys are creepy. Treasure chest over here contains 100 coals? Holy! How the hell can you fit 100 coals inside this box? I think you need a bigger box. You think you need a bigger box? Oh, what the hell? Why do these enemies look like that? Holy hell. These enemies are creepy as hell. Oh. I don't think so. And I don't think this area is actually leading to Duke. This guy was protecting this treasure chest. Which contains a power elixir. Holy. Like a normal chest having this? Power elixir, by the way, is the permanent increase to the strength stats. So, that's a good find. Actually, a good find. Yeah, freeze is definitely too good. Anything interesting here? I managed to touch my booty. There's a treasure chest over here that contains 2 Enigma tablets. These Enigma tablets that give whatchamacallit? A random boost. A boost to a random status effect. Huh, this area isn't that big. Is it gonna be a boss fight? Yay! A weird looking monster. For boss fight time against Monstrum! What can I do with this? I think I need to kill these. Can I freeze this enemy? Can I block his attack? Oh. Okay. I cannot freeze. I cannot freeze the enemy. Okay. Do I need to kill these? Like, what do they actually do? Oh, they heal it! Okay! These guys actually heal it. I actually have to go around killing these at all times. What the hell? That did a lot of damage. Nice. Shit. I'm actually running out of bitter potions too. I think you're the better option here. Nice. Nice. We're gonna do is shit. Unique phase. Come on, do it again. Okay. Is that his weak spot? Nice. Okay. I didn't do it. Okay. Yes, sir! Nice. I think I dealt with this boss really, really splendidly. Nice. Yeah, I think I did good against this boss. Yeah. And he's down, viewers. Man, yeah, this game is satisfying, viewers. I think this game is satisfying. This game is really, this game's combat is really great. Once you get to the, once you get used to the flow and get into the flow, man, this game is actually really satisfying. Kind of interested in, actually, I haven't been this satisfied with the Ys serious combat since Oath and Fulgana, viewers. I'm gonna be honest with you. But hey, yeah. The boss is down. I'm almost level 40 with everyone. Should I give it a go against that idiot over there, viewers? Over there? There's a save point here. 84 already? 84%? I managed to cover 84%? Oh no. I removed the this from here. I kinda wanna go here actually. But I think if I go here, I might continue with the story, and I do not want to continue with the story. Actually, I want to check one thing here, real quick. No, okay. I was just checking some of the quests that I might actually unlock, but I still haven't unlocked anything yet, according to this list at least. Yeah, let me give it another go against that idiot and see if I can deal with him or not. But man, this I gotta be honest with you, viewers. This game's combat is really satisfying. This is definitely a big improvement over 7. That's for sure. Okay, for round 2. Oh shit. I don't deal any damage to it. I don't think I can do anything. One. I don't think I think I can deal with the damage output viewers, but I cannot deal with the fact that I cannot do I cannot do anything to his health. I'm hitting him hard, and I'm critting him as well. I'm only doing what, 14 damage? 14? 14? Alright, viewers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check on that. Might actually try and backtrack and see what's in there real quick, since I'm near a monument. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. Gonna do it real quick. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering actually, by the way, it is weird. I'm trying to switch between characters here. I think if you press R1, you'll go to the character to the up of your character, and L1 is gonna be the one that's gonna be the one after it, which, you know, is like going down or going up, which
Alright. Understood. Leave everything to me.
This is something that I just noticed. I just noticed that he can actually do that.
My turn.
So if I want to go to with the okay. I wish if it's if it was a some sort of a way where I can or always press R1, and it's gonna change me into a certain character. Like R1 is gonna be mapped to Dorn, for example, and L1 is mapped for Ozma, and a third button should be mapped for you know, for Frida or something. Oh, is that it? Is that why I couldn't go there? I thought this is actually some sort of an area that I actually ignored. Never mind then. Yeah, never mind then. Yeah. Never mind then. I actually thought this was gonna be like some sort of an area that I haven't been able to go to. Alright. Alright. Holy hell, already 40 hours, huh? Already 40 hours. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game a lot, viewers. I think I discussed with some people how I really think about this game, and they kind of disagreed with me, especially when I said that I think this when I told them that I think this game is much better than 7. They disagreed. Nah, I still don't get it. Gotta be honest. Oh, I thought this was gonna be some sort of a treasure chest there, but it wasn't. Yeah. She's too good. She is definitely too good. Frida. Let's go ahead and tag Adol in so we can watch this memory fragment. What the hell? What treasures? What the hell is this sound? Someone's talking? It reminds me of the same language that the, what were the animals in Ys Origin? You're gonna meet with some animals, and they're gonna try and communicate with you, and they are gonna use the same letters. Well, these animals are hungry. I wonder if there's a way for me to actually translate that. Maybe in the future. I don't know. Probably have to try and research that. Hey, play it with me outside or something. I'm actually trying to remember the PSP. The PSP. The goddamn PSP. Advertisement. I can't. I'm playing nuts. You can play with your nuts outside. What? That's something that reminds me of it because, you know, someone is actually hanging inside a tree. I don't know. What the hell are these? Why are they rich? This one is angry. Yeah, these guys are chilling. All of them are hungry. Like, are these kind of animals that Adol's gonna reincarnate as? Well, these look like they're adult variation of these of the same animals. I think they called them something though. I don't remember their name. They're supposed to be like some sort of a sacred animals. Oh, this one is wearing sunglasses? What? It is frustrated. And these guys are getting busy. There's the pink one is a female. Oh, she's angry. Oh. No sex for you, I guess. This one is an old, wise female. Oh, there is a big one, though, over there. Look at its horns. Holy. They're offering it fruit. These are big fruits, too. Holy. It has a bow. A little bow on its head. Yeah, look at these low poly bananas and apples. Is that a kiwi too? Kiwi, banana, pears, apples? Maybe, just maybe, viewers, maybe one day, or, you know, at a point in the game, I'm going to have the ability to use the or at least to read the Akashic records. And then I'll have the ability to view this memory again and be able to actually read the content of it. Adol's base strength increased by 1. And for like a reminder, viewers, there is at one point where Adol actually had the ability to transform into these kind of animals, and you can actually interact with other monsters using that ability. I think it was some sort of a ring, and you can actually do that in the second game, if I remember correctly. So maybe we'll have the same opportunity here in this game? Who knows? Yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Oh, new area? Alright, we finally made it to the ancient battlefield. Ancient battlefield? It's officially called Colonia Battlefield, though it's the only battlefield around, and the last fight took place ages ago. Between who and who? It's the spot where Lord Ildil and King Lafance and their final had their final confrontation. Oh shit. Does it sound like a rave here? Colonia Battlefield. King Lafance was human, wasn't he? How can a battle with a human being possibly cause this much devastation? I mean, you've seen the the summons, yeah. I think he was commanding Saul during the battle, just like Lisa back in Danan. But that summon wasn't that good. Oh well, that would explain it. He used just about every piece of technology available to him in his attempts to pacify Lord Ildil, Saul included. I'm sure it started out as a plan B, but when fighting a god, you're not likely to push too many options off the table, I guess. Yeah, I think, this is what they're called, the Galbalans. The Galbalans were created using the forbidden arts of your village, correct? Did they mention that? I can't remember, actually. Does that mean King Lafance himself was from Danan? He wasn't, no. He was one of those guided to this land by Lord Ildil, much like our ancestors. Huh, interesting. But unlike the others, he was a good man who tried his best to prevent them from turning against the gods. One of the few righteous men who stood in opposition to the Darklings. Ildil's the one who brought those Darklings back with him, right? I wonder why. I've always felt he could be forgiving to a fault. He could be forgiving to a fault at times, but I mean, he is a god. Yeah, that sounds like it's one of his good points. One of the things that makes him so special. I completely agree. None of you guys actually, talk to him enough to know who he is. Well, I guess Kalilika. I wonder at what point a good king like that would find himself left with no option, with no choice, but to rely on a forbidden technology. We'll probably never know for sure. But seeing as our ancestors were lending him the aid of those forbidden arts, it must have been a dire moment in history. Come on, Adol. We should get moving. Ooh, new area, new music. Is there... I think we already got a new entry here. So I probably should read this. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe when I stop at a story event, I'm gonna probably go and stop and actually try and read this. We have new enemies here. So this is where I need to go if I want to go to the Rune Kingdom, so I'm gonna try and go here first. Oh shit, this is a big boy. It's also a new enemy. Titanic Bone. He drops Titanic Bone. This is a really good place to farm as well, huh? Yeah, these enemies are not gonna give me a lot of trouble. Like, they're not that whatchamacallit. They really don't rush at me when they see me. I can just zip through without problems. Yeah, I'm gonna try and explore a little bit here before I actually go to the destination. I don't think there's a treasure chest. Oh, never mind, there is a treasure chest. Damn, he managed to hit me. Alright, Demonic Vortex, mastered. Oh my goodness, it's really big. Nice. Nice, I managed to master it. Nice. Yeah, definitely one of the better skills. That's for sure. Ice Pillar. Oh, you actually cast it? This is gonna be a shitty spell. Well, unless it's actually aiming for the feet of this. No. It only launches the enemies. It doesn't. Fair Strike. Yeah, this one. Summon Nina to force. A drop item from enemy's grip. Should I actually level this? This might be useful. Something tells me that this might be useful. Fires a continuous barrage of ice pillars. This is the one that I'm equipping, right? Yeah. Yeah, might as well level up this for now. It's gonna be a treasure chest over here of yours, containing 10 gold ores. I guess these enemies are gonna